What's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to be sharing a quick card using some of the extra supplies I prepped for my newest class, Christmas cards by the dozen. Now, before we dive in, let me tell you a little bit about the class. It's a self-paced course designed to help you create beautiful Christmas cards with ease. We start by creating one background using distress sprays, then use a few main supplies to transform them into 12 unique cards. Here's what's included in the class. Lifetime access to the class so you can create at your own pace at any time, a comprehensive PDF guide with supply lists, tips, and written instructions for each card, and so much more, access to an exclusive Facebook group for students where you can share your projects and connect with other card makers. Now, I'd love for you to join. The class is only $15 and the link is in the description box below. Now let's get into making the card.
All right, so I have a ton of extras because I did all of the prep work twice. And I also did some of the cards twice as well. I went to edit and about 8 of my videos didn't have any sound. So instead of doing voiceovers, I just decided to do them over. So I'm actually going to take one of the backgrounds, and this is some of the prep work that you will do in the class. You prep 12 or more, depending on how many cards you want to make. Some backgrounds with an embossing folder. So I'm going to take that one. I'm going to take this one. This has a lot of different splatters on here. It has some peeled paint and Uncharted Mariner from the colors that I used in my main background. And then I also splattered it with some foundry wax. So I think I'm going to use that one, and then I'm going to place it like that. And I should have kept these all organized. I use these little trays to organize all of my little trees, but I'm going to see if I have enough to inlay these in there in some areas, so maybe I won't use this. You know what, I think I'm going to use that, but then offset some of these trees. Oh, I actually really like this one, and I need a smaller one. There we go. All right, I think I'm going to use these, and I'm going to set all these aside. And I have mixed in my sentiments in here as well. So I'm going to see if I can find one that I like. Oh, I like the peace. Now, this class was so much fun to create and kind of organize and plan. And I knew I wanted to do something Christmas, but I didn't really know how I was going to fit in doing a live class in November, because with the holiday, my son turned 18, we were going on a little trip, and it just wasn't going to work out. So I decided just to do a self-paced class. So I'm going to do Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, I think, although I do really love this piece. Let me see if I can find, because there should be somewhere in here, which I regret putting everything together now. It should say Peace on Earth. So I should have a little, unless I have maybe over here. Let's see. Oh, yep, I have one right there. I could cut out actually. So one of the things that I talk about in the class is prepping more than you might need. I think that's really important, especially when you're wanting to make a lot of cards at once. So I prepped, obviously, way more sentiments than I needed, just because it's nice to have options, especially like when you're, you know, finishing off your cards and you may think you want one thing, but then you change your mind, and it's good to have it on hand instead of having to do this whole process over again, right? I'm just going to cut this down, and it doesn't have to be perfect. It's actually really, really wonky, which is totally fine, because what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to rough up the edges, just like I was the other one, but I'm switching it up. This is always a good thing to have extras, like I said, because if I didn't have this, I would have just went with something that I wasn't 100% happy with. Yes, Peace on Earth. Love that. Okay. Now, I don't think I did this design in my class. I did not. It's very simple. Most of the designs are pretty simple. I'm going to spray the back of this with some of this spray adhesive. Now I am not 100% happy with this one. It works for now, but I am going to try and find something that I like better, because spray adhesive is a game changer, especially when you're doing like inlay die cutting and things like that. I don't have patience to get the liquid glue all the way around there. So, all right, and this should line up perfectly. So I'm going to line that up, smush it down. All right, I'm going to add my biggest tree first that I kind of want kind of in the center-ish of my little cluster. And I may actually pop that one up. So I'm gonna use some foam adhesive. All right, I really like these tiny little squares from scrapbook.com. They're perfect. Just going to layer them on the back here. All right, so I need to kind of figure out, I think I want this just like that. And for these, I'm going to be using liquid glue. And I want to try to get it pretty straight. Of course, if you've been around my channel for a little while, you know I'm an ish person. So nothing has to be perfect, right? And I'm not gluing these down super well, like I'm not putting adhesive all the way on the whole thing, because I like to have them kind of pop up a little bit, even the ones that don't have the foam adhesive. That way it kind of gives it more dimension and interest. So, all right, I'm going to add this one here. Instead, this just has that script on there. And that way it kind of stands out a little bit more. Perfect. All right, and then I'm going to pop this one up on the side there, just like that. So that's what it's looking like so far. I'm going to place the piece right kind of in the center, but maybe not in the center actually, thinking about it. Let's see. I'm going to do it a little offset here and kind of about 2/3 of the way up on those trees, and then I have Peace on Earth. Just like that. Another beautiful card done. All right, here is another look at those cards that we will be creating in class. We do one big background with distress sprays. Take that background and use a few basic supplies and create all of these cards. And you will have some extras, not as many as I have, of course, like I said in the beginning, but you will have extras to be able to create more cards if you want. And if you want double the cards, triple the cards, you just have to triple all of the prep work. So it's open now, and I hope that you can join. You get access to the class, of course, ongoing lifetime access. You get a comprehensive PDF class guide, which has all of the prep work, individual step-by-step tutorials for each card, and some other fun things in there. And then you also get access to an exclusive Facebook page strictly for people that take my classes. I hope you can join. If not, no worries at all. I don't really plan on doing many videos the next couple months, only because I really love to just enjoy the holidays with my family and just kind of take it easy. But who knows? I may surprise you. I may surprise myself. But all right, I really appreciate you stopping by today, and I hope you love my card, and I will catch you all later. And don't forget to stay creative, my friends.